Hey guys, welcome to History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about Gill. Now Gill is the leader of the Illuminati, an organization that has lived for many centuries and has been pulling the strings in the shadows, awaiting their so-called messiah, which is apparently Gill himself. Now to truly understand Gill, we have to go to the very beginning. Now Gill's parents were longtime members of the Illuminati, with both parents being favored for presidency of the cult, as well as being holders of PhDs in their respective fields. So Gill in a sense was born into greatness. Now Gill's parents were very committed towards the Illuminati, sacrificing their relationship with the young Gill and Urian so that one of the two boys could rise to power and become the messiah that the Illuminati has long waited for. So Gill and Urian straight from birth had pretty much their childhood taken from them and were forced into education at a very young age, but the style in which the Illuminati taught the boys were very unorthodox, like teaching them Latin and combat strategies at the age of 2. When the boys were slightly older, they'd be taken for human experimentation. By the end of the experiment, the two brothers were able to manipulate certain elements, like Urian was able to manipulate electricity and the earth, whereas Gill could manipulate fire and ice. Eventually, the Illuminati held a tournament, in which all of the enhanced fighters would battle each other to find out who would come out on top, in which Gill was able to beat his younger brother Urian in the finals, to which a very bitter rivalry between the two brothers would flourish. Now according to Illuminati legend, the soul of the previous Illuminati emperor would be reincarnated into a new body. Now the Illuminati would run tests to find out the reincarnation of this emperor, and it happened to be none other than Gill, to which he was then promoted to president of the Illuminati. Now Urian really wasn't happy about this. This on many occasions caused the brothers to butt heads, as Urian was furious that he was overlooked at. Now the real reason why Urian wasn't chosen despite how powerful he was due to his mental instability, acting extremely self-entitled and lashing out at anyone that had a different opinion than his own. So naturally a very large number of people within the Illuminati did not like him, whereas Gill was the complete opposite, noble and powerful yet very humble about it. Now one day the two brothers would clash, with the stipulation being that if Urian won he would become the president, and Urian was actually successful in defeating his older brother, but Gill had a trick up his sleeve, as he knew how much his brother thrived to be the president. Gill had achieved a power level that was beyond Urian, and this also ties into the prophesied Illuminati messiah, in which he then ascends to his throne of emperor, which is once again higher than his brother, in which he then tells Urian that he lost on purpose to attain this new title, which drives the two brothers further apart. Now Gill does make a very small appearance in Street Fighter V, where he's seen after Bison has finally been defeated, to which he's told by Helen that Shadaloo has finally fallen, in which he uses his power to change Helen, in which she's promoted to a secretary and is now given the name Colin. Now the Illuminati's prophecy begins to come to fruition, as they believe that the Messiah will bring a new world order, using survival of the fittest to outcast the weak, having the world follow Gill. Now if Gill is the leader, the Illuminati were able to expand, managing to acquire capital and estates through various business transactions, and even on one occasion accidentally take Dudley's car, to which he would return it back later on as he respected the British fighter. Now before World Conquest, Gill decided to challenge himself and organize the third World Warrior tournament. Now prior to the tournament, he'd get into a confrontation with a man by the name of Tom. Gill would defeat and cripple the man, forcing him into a hospital bed for the duration of the tournament. Now being host of the tournament, he'd only fight the winner, and this happened to be Alex, the stepson of Tom. A fierce battle would erupt. Despite all of the augmentations that Gill had, he was not able to defeat Alex. Although Alex originally entered the tournament to get revenge for Tom, he would not kill Gill and decide to spare him instead, and Gill was impressed as he noticed something extremely special about Alex. Despite this, Gill still had his mind on World Conquest, and due to Gill essentially being the main boss in this game, there's not really a clear ending, as Third Strike takes place after the tournament, but there are many endings that are intertwined with this and give us hints towards the story that happens after this game. The ending that seems to intertwine extremely well with this character is Urian's, to which after Gill has been defeated by Alex, he goes to a recuperation chamber, in which Urian then bombs the facility in order to become the new emperor of the Illuminati. But it's also heavily implied that Gill did survive this. For God's sake, the man managed to revive himself after having the Shun Goku Satsu performed on him by Akuma of all people. And that's really it for Gill, and I honestly do hope that they expand on this character, as he's got an extremely cool premise, and although he's seen as somewhat a bit of a villain, he is extremely noble. Now a little fun fact fact for you guys is that in the Udon comics, he's actually able to defeat evil Ryu and Oni at the same time, more or less rendering them to their normal forms. Might also add that the Udon comics are not canon, so I'm just adding this here because it is quite a cool thing that they decided to actually put into the comics. Now, I'm very torn for next week's episode, so I'm gonna let you guys in the comments below decide what I'm gonna do next week on Saturday. Street Fighter or King of Fighters? Put in the comments who you'd like to see as well. Now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care and I will see you guys next time.